So going on a bit of a journey today with a guest of mine who was supposed to be bringing a car back yesterday at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Saturday. Well, today is Sunday. It's 5:30 a.m. and the guest was supposed to bring it back at 8 a.m. They called Turo and said they'll bring it back at 3, which Turo agreed to, which you sort of have no choice. If they said they're bringing it back at 3, doesn't matter what plans you have on that afternoon, the car is coming back at 3 o'clock. Now for me, I don't operate from home, I operate from my business, which is an automotive store, mechanic shop. So for me, anytime a car is late or delayed, that's doing a key handover, which this one was at 8 a.m, which I'd planned to be there at 8 a.m, then I have to be there at 3 p.m. So it doesn't matter what you've got organised that afternoon, you've now lost your afternoon because you have to go and do this key handover. And I don't have a lockbox or anything for this one because I didn't plan to be. I planned to do a 8 a.m. handover. That was the plan. So now at 2 o'clock, the guest had messaged and said, sorry, I'm just trying to reverse here. The guest had messaged and said they're not going to be there. We're still a few hours away. We're going to be there later on sometime tonight. Now, sometime tonight, for me, I've got 4 kids. That makes it very difficult to do anything. Kids bathing, dinner, whatever you may need to do. Sometime tonight. And then they said it'll be 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. They came back and said it'll be 10 o'clock. 10 p.m. at night. 10 p.m. PM. That's okay. It is what it is. Doesn't happen all the time. It's all part of the business, right? You're going to have some good ones, some not. Now at 9 p.m, they said, we aren't going to make it. We're too tired. We'll see you tomorrow. Just see you tomorrow. But this car goes out at 11 a.m. tomorrow. This is the issue. So I said, fine, tomorrow is fine. Whatever. I'll see you at 6 a.m. because I need the car back to be clean and tidy and organized so I can get it out for the next customers. I've got a 10-car fleet, so I don't just have one car. I don't have all this spare time. I need this car back at a certain time to be able to do what I can do to get that car cleaned, ready and refreshed, ready for the next customer. Now, it's 5:48 now. Here I am at the shop, ready for the customer. They just messaged again saying 2 things. 1, I'm running late. Excellent. And 2, they don't have enough money for fuel, so the car's going to come back empty and they'll pay me back next week. Well, lucky for Turo, that's not how it works. You refill it and then you submit the invoice, and then Turo charges a $10 inconvenience fee and it's processed that way. But I thought I'd take you on this journey to see what this car comes back like. So stay tuned and I'll see what condition this car comes back in. Now that it's a full 24 hours late, this is going to be an interesting one, I think. Alright, so the car has been returned, so we're just going to have a quick look at it. A couple of other cars we got here as well. The Outlander's back, the other LDV, the MG, and the i30 all came back yesterday. They all go out again today, so got to get those ready, so I got a big day today. But this is the one that was in question that's just been returned. So this has been on a big trip. Now, check the fuel. So half the fuel and 23,599 Ks. Now for this guest, they did 2,300 kilometers in 2 days, so they're way over their kilometers. They've done an additional 835 kilometers. So I'll get 22 cents per kilometer. So I picked up an additional $183.70. Now on top of that, they'll have the late return fee and they're going to have the refueling fee as well. It's going to be a pretty expensive trip. It's going to add up pretty quickly. The fuel's going to be about $100 plus an additional hire day as well. So I'll keep you posted on the actual value of this total trip for a 2-day booking. But overall the car's in pretty good condition. A bit better than what I thought it was going to be, if I'm being totally honest. Just needs a vacuum. You see it's being driven on the highway a lot. It's dirty, so it's going to need a wash. Not the end of the world, we wash all our cars anyway. Is it excessive? I don't know. I never charge excessive cleaning unless the car is really trashed. Like, I'm going to clean it anyway, so I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. I was thinking maybe it had a smashed windscreen or something, but it hasn't either. So overall the car's in pretty good condition, really. Just needs a general clean, but it is now 6 AM, so they came back right on 6 o'clock, so we now got to wash it, clean it, get it ready for the next guest. But these are some of the things that happen in Turo. Not every day is awesome. Sometimes these things happen, and you just have to roll with it. It's all part of business. There's no such thing as a business that is run exactly how you want it to be without hustles. If you're dealing with people, you're going to have problems. It's the number one rule. So here we are, and we'll get this out back on the road and get the next guest happy, and get this car back out making some money. So here is the original trip. So it was 800 Ks included, 2 days at $89 a day, 178. I was going to pocket a grand total of 158. So they've also been stung for the $66.09 in fuel, 185 in additional distance, and they're probably going to be wear an additional day's booking as well. So it's probably going to be I don't know, almost a $400 trip for them from the original 158. So at 158, if they didn't do additional Ks, is it worth time plus wear and tear on the car? I'll leave that up to you to decide.